Hi, this your boy Survival 101 MD, back here with another informative video dealing with safety training, disaster preparedness, and survival. So just real quick, I'm handling some business, but I wanted to make this quick video in regards to keeping yourself, and if you have children, comfortable and in a good space, mentally I should say, in a good space, when you're dealing with shtf situations where you may be stuck indoors, for a protracted period of time. Grid may be down. You may not be able to use your electricity. Maybe a power outage. Any of those situations, you want to have things that will keep your morale intact, keep your mind at ease, and overall just keep you in a good mood while you're dealing with said situation in regards to a grid down situation, blackout, shtf, quarantine, whatever you want to say, where you just can't get to things that you'll usually get to keep your mind occupied. So, basic things. This is a chess set, a little checker set. And yes, I got all of these from the dollar store. I'm the dollar store king. That's what I do. I go to the dollar store, man, and I load up, especially when things are on sale. And I got all of these things. I got a bunch of these in the car, inside the house, because you never know. All right. You want to have things, like I said, to keep your mind occupied, keep the children's mind occupied. You see a little Simon game here. One of my all-time favorite games here. Taboo. It's one of my all-time favorite games. This is another good one that we actually play on a regular, the Game of Things. You see it's a little faded. We've been playing this so much. It's ridiculous. But this is one of my favorites. And I got one of these. My daughter's not into these anymore. It's crazy because I like them. You see it still works. But yeah, you want to keep these things, around. Keep them, in a nice, secure space. You never know when you're going to need them. And in these times where a lot of people are dependent on electronic devices, especially children, we get away from things like this, these old school traditional games that kept us occupied for hours and kept our minds at ease. So change up a little bit sometimes. Put the phones down, put the tablets down, the laptops down, and let the Netflix chill for a minute, Hulu, all of that, and break out some board games and get to some games with your family, have a little family fun time. We actually, in my household, we play some type of board game or card game every day. And I'm not saying this to say I'm being truthful. Every day. Myself, my wife, and my daughter for at least an hour. Okay? Even if it's nothing but we just doing some knock-knock jokes, for 15 to 20 minutes, because sometimes the day gets away. Even if it's nothing but we just doing some knock-knock jokes, just the three of us together. All right? And we've been doing that since she was able to talk. So what that does is actually puts us in a position to, if it ever had to be a grid down situation, we're used to communicating amongst each other without the use of electronic devices, and we're comfortable and we enjoy ourselves doing it. So try to do that with your family as much as possible, especially if you have small children. I've seen with my own eyes children who maybe run out of power on a tablet, or their phone, it dies, and the commotion they cause because they can't use that electronic device. So imagine what happens in a blackout situation or a grid down situation or a situation where you may not be able to get out. What do you do when you're at home with some children who can't control their emotions because they can't get to electronic devices? That's a heck of a thing. So just put that in your mind. Again, get some of these traditional board games. Start having family fun time. If you can't do nothing but, again, 15 minutes to 30 minutes a day. Like I said, we try to do at least an hour a day. And when I say an hour a day, I'm talking about 7 days a week. All right. We've just been used to spending that type of quality time together when we can. Like I said, even when I was working doubles, I would still get at least 10 to 15 minutes in with my daughter of just knock-knock jokes. What's the game we always play? Would you rather? Just about 10, 15 minutes to get used to that physical interaction without the use of electronic devices. So this is something I always see a lot of, preppers overlook, and that's getting these type of things, to occupy the time, because, when that time comes, if it comes, you don't want to be in that position to where, you can get through everything except for boredom. So again, grab some of these items now while you can. Again, it's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them.